The cars of Formula One are more high-tech than the space shuttle, and the drivers are revered like gods. And we are going to find the weird in the biggest motorsport in the world on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. This is the part of the video where I tell you something about why I connect with the topic and I ask you for a connecting story and then I push you to the comments. Except that I have no connection to Formula One. I know nothing about it. However, it's fascinating. So for those of you who do know about Formula One, what is the number one thing a brand new fan to the sport needs to know about Formula One? Let me know down in the comments. All right, let's get into it. First, what should we all know? Formula One, also known as F1, is a premier form of open-wheel auto racing characterized by high-speed, single-seater cars equipped with advanced technology. The championship consists of a series of races called Grand Prix held on circuits around the world. Teams, also known as constructors, such as Mercedes and Ferrari, McLaren, field 2 drivers each, competing with both individual and team championships. F1 cars, known for their aerodynamic designs and hybrid power units, reach incredible speeds. The sport's appeal lies in its blend of cutting-edge technology, strategic racecraft, and global popularity, making it a thrilling and prestigious spectacle for motorsport enthusiasts. Weird thing number 5. Formula One is bigger than you think. 2022 was one of the biggest years ever for Formula One with an estimated worldwide viewership of 1.55 billion, with a B, people watching. 2023 is tracking higher and should end up with somewhere in the vicinity of 1.75 billion viewers. These are insane numbers for any sport. Weird thing number 4. Formula One specifics. Any event that's been around for over 100 years is gonna have some weird particulars about it. Here are the oddest ones that I found for Formula One. Podium caps. Now the drivers on the podium often wear baseball-style caps. However, the tradition of spraying champagne led to the FIA, the governing body, have replaced the caps with special podium caps that are more resistant to liquid. This is a requirement. The driver's weight. The weight of the driver and the car is crucial in Formula One. If a driver is under the minimum weight limit, ballast is added to the car to meet the requirement. Some drivers, therefore, aim to be as close to the minimum weight without going under. Now, FIA control is OCD kind of specific. Here is a list of everything that is rigidly controlled and inspected by the FIA before, during, and after races. The chassis, the engine, aerodynamics, tires, weight, fuel, gearbox, safety equipment, brakes, exhaust system, electronics, you name it, it's checked out before, during, and after all those races. Weird thing number 3. Car design. Formula One cars are designed to be some of the fastest in the world, but also the design aids in maintenance during the races. Here are some of the most interesting things I found. High-speed records. Formula One cars are among the fastest racing cars globally, with speeds exceeding 230 miles an hour on certain tracks. Quick tire changes. The fastest tire change in Formula One history took place during the 2019 Brazilian Grand Prix when Red Bull Racing changed all 4 tires on Max Verstappen's car in just 1.82 seconds. G-forces. Drivers in Formula One experience intense gravitational forces during races. Under heavy braking, drivers can experience up to 6 Gs, 6 gravities of force. And in fast corners, they can be subjected to lateral G-forces. Weird thing number 2. Determining the best Formula One movies is subjective and depends on personal preference. However, 3 of the biggest, most highly acclaimed and widely regarded Formula One movies are Rush in 2013, directed by Ron Howard. Rush is a gripping portrayal of the intense rivalry between James Hunt and Niki Lauda during the 1976 Formula One season. The film skillfully captures the high-stakes world of racing, blending adrenaline-pumping action with the personal and professional struggles of the two drivers. Senna, 2010, directed by Asif Kapadia. Senna is a documentary that chronicles the life and career of Ayrton Senna, one of the greatest Formula One drivers in history. The film uses archival footage and interviews to provide an intimate and emotional look at Senna's extraordinary talent, his impact on the sport, and the tragic events surrounding his life. The final movie is Grand Prix in 1966, directed by John Frankenheimer. Grand Prix is a classic racing film that offers a cinematic and thrilling portrayal of Formula One racing during the 1966 season. Known for its innovative camera work and realistic depiction of racing, the film remains influential in the genre to this day. Now, these movies have been praised for their storytelling, character development, and ability to capture the excitement and drama of Formula One racing. Depending on individual preferences, any of these films could be considered the best of the genre. And finally, weird thing number 1. The biggest scandal in Formula One history was a scandal that centered around allegations that McLaren, one of the constructors, had obtained confidential technical information from Ferrari, potentially gaining an unfair advantage in the championship. The controversy came to light when it was revealed that McLaren's chief designer, Mike Coughlin, had received a 780-page technical dossier from Ferrari's chief mechanic, Nigel Stepney. Now, the controversy unfolded during the season, and it led to various investigations and penalties. Now, the FIA investigations. The FIA, short for the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile, the governing body of Formula One, conducted an inquiry into the matter throughout the season. The penalties. In September 2007, McLaren was fined a record 50 million euros, later reduced to 32 million euros, and stripped of all its Constructors' Championship points. However, drivers Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton were allowed to continue competing for the Drivers' Championship. Now, the impact on the championship. The controversy had a significant impact on the championship battle between Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, both McLaren drivers, and Kimi Räikkönen, the Ferrari driver. Räikkönen eventually won the 2007 Drivers' Championship in a dramatic final race at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Now, the repercussions for individuals. The scandal led to the departure of key personnel from McLaren and Ferrari. Mike Coughlin was suspended. Nigel Stepney faced legal consequences. Well, that's it for today's episode. I hope you liked it. I loved it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And for those still listening, the code word for this video is Le Mans. Take care. Have a great night.